My check, my check. Oh, get prepared as a president or prime minister, addressing the states. Anyway, um, thank you so much for joining. My check, my check. We're going to keep this short to the point. As always, I do have my notes, so let me just pull it up, and we take it from there. Mm, right on. This session is about I'll name it how to run a country. That is the the systems, the strategy and structure of national leadership. In simple terms or layman terms, how to run a country as a president or prime minister. Now, this is going to be easy to understand, well structured, and I say vehemently, completely non-partisan. And if you have been following me, you will understand why this very topic aligns with my brand or the brand. Now, running a country is not about politics, like many believe. It is about systems, incentives, and national strategy. Most people imagine leadership as speeches, charisma, or ideology, but the real work of a head of state, a president, be it a president or prime minister, is designing and managing a sovereign operating system. And so, like I said earlier on today, I'm going to break down how a country actually functions and what it takes to run one effectively. Now, let's start with what actually is a country. Well, a country is not a land, or should I say, a country is not just land, laws, or people. A country is a complex system made up of institutions, incentives, economic engines, talent networks, narrative, constraint as well. A prime minister or president is not a king. They are the chief systems architect, and their job is to align resources, people, institutions, incentives toward a coherent national direction. Now, every country runs on an operating system. That is a set of structures that determine how decisions are made. And I call this the sovereign operating system or sovereign or OS for short, which has four core components. One, or first, the economic engine. Now, the economic engine is how the country or a country creates value. It includes industries, trade, innovation, infrastructure, taxation, regulation. A leader's job here is to strengthen the economic engine so the country can fund its ambitions. Two, the talent engine. Now, a country rises or falls based on the quality of its people. Therefore, the talent engine includes education, immigration, workforce, development, leadership pipelines, research institutions. Nations compete on talents, as always, as we all know or as we are all seeing. Therefore, leaders who understand this build systems that attract, develop, and retain exceptional people. Three, the narrative engine. Every country runs on a story or narrative. Narratives shape trust, unity, national identity, resilience, legitimacy. A leader must therefore articulate a narrative that aligns the population around shared goals. Four, the resilience engine. Now, this is the country's ability to survive shocks. Resilience here includes healthcare, supply chains, energy security, disaster response, institutional stability as well. A strong country is not one that avoids crisis. It is one that can absorb them and continue functioning just as well. Now, to how leaders make decisions. Running a country is a constant balancing act. A head of state must manage first incentives. Now, Every institution responds to incentives, whether we like it or not. Therefore, a leader must design incentives that produce the outcomes they want. Two, trade-offs. Every decision has a cost. As a leader, you cannot maximize everything. So you choose what to optimize. Three, time horizons. Short-term popularity is either short-term popularity or long-term national health. Great leaders, that is the great president or prime ministers, think in decades, not news cycles. Four, crisis management. Crises always reveal the quality of a country's systems. Therefore, preparation matters more than reaction. Now, to building a national strategy. A national strategy is a long-term plan for how the country will grow, compete, and also survive, evidently survive. A strong national strategy includes one, a clear vision. That is where the country is going and why. Two, strategic priorities. That is the 3 to 5 areas that matters most to the country. Three, institutional alignment. That is ensuring agencies, ministries, and departments work toward the same goals. Four, talent selection. If you have been following me, you know that I'm very heavy on talent. Now, talent selection is where you put the right people in the right roles. Lastly, execution systems, feedback loops, metrics, and accountability. A leader's job is not to do everything. It is to build systems that ensures everything gets executed or done. So, what makes a country strong? Well, strength is not just the GDP or military power, as many people say or think. A strong country has high talent density, one, resilient institutions, economic adaptability, social trust, clear national identity, long-term strategic discipline. These are the foundations of national power. And to the common mistakes leaders make, because we are all not perfect, everyone makes mistakes. The biggest mistakes heads of state make, I'll say, firstly, is governing through ideology instead of systems, optimizing for popularity instead of progress. And this is very, very popular. It's a popular theme among today's leaders. Three, ignoring talent and surrounding themselves with loyalty. This is also another popular problem that leaders of today have. Four, failing to build long-term strategy and also reacting instead of preparing. There's also the mistake or the issue of underestimating the power of narrative or story. If you are a leader, a prime minister, or a president, and you avoid these mistakes, you end up making the country or your country significantly stronger. Now, to end it all, I would say a nation is a system. Leadership is the operating system. If you as a leader, a president or prime minister understands this system, you can run the country. I'll keep the short as always, and I'll leave the comment section open. I mean, this video will be made available to the public after it's been recorded, and so you can peruse over it once again. And like I said, if you have been following me or watching my work so far, you will understand why this very topic aligns with the system thinking ethos of this very channel. Put in your comment and also your thoughts, and I'll always get back to you. Thank you so much, and thank you. Thank you.